Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. FC26 news is absolutely popping off right now. Closed beta emails started being sent out late last night, which has resulted in a ton of leaks and news as people get their hands on actual FC26 Ultimate Team inside of the closed beta. Now, we're going to talk about that a little bit, at least show what we can, because technically you could get banned for showing the beta and even talking about the beta. So everything we're going to look at today is leaks. None of it's going to be my opinion, although I have played just a little bit of the closed beta. So I want to talk about that, but beyond that, we have official news from EA dropping today as well about FC26 Ultimate Team and how our favorite mode here inside of FC25 is going to be changing going forward with tournaments, live events, the gauntlet, all those questions about the power curve, evolutions, goalkeeper evos, building upon what we learned from the Vancouver trip and our interview with FutAccountant. We're going to learn a lot more about Ultimate Team in FC26 today. So we're going to talk all about that and, of course, a little bit of FC25 as well. If you're excited for FC26 and all the news today, drop a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new. Now, we're going to start here in FC25 and look back at yesterday's content on Monday to start. We have, of course, a new Flash Rush event called Evolution Mania, fitting the theme of this week. We have the Evo only live foot friendly, the cup mode, and we have the Evo only Flash Rush event here. Win 3, play 5, get 40,000 rush points. If you get that done by content today, you can double dip. I've actually just completed the rush points weekly objective, as that'll be refreshing today. Just a couple packs for that right there. Nothing too massive. Now, in Evos, we had another time kind of waiting training camp evo. I keep forgetting these are not called time wasting evos. They're training camp evos, although sometimes it does feel like a bit of a time waste. I actually put a card into it. It is the 24-hour evolution here, and you actually have to claim the card in certain segments. I just noticed that because before I was not doing that. Every 6 hours you have to claim, which is kind of annoying, to be completely honest. I kind of wish it was just you get all the upgrades at once in 24 hours in one period. I literally just realized that I had to claim that card, so it actually kind of put me behind there. But the best part of this Evo, as you can already see from the first level of it, it gives 98 pace, a pretty solid pace boost there to acceleration and sprint speed. You get some decent play styles to this. You get finesse plus first, then you get aerial plus second, and then incisive plus last with tiki-taka base, first touch base, and quick step base throughout the rest of the evolution. Gives a bit of a defensive boost, bit of a dribbling boost, and a physical boost as well. I put it on Ronaldinho. This is the end card that he's going to have there, and I think that's my end game Dino until I can put a 5th playstyle plus on his item. But there are a lot of good cards that are coming out of this, and it is only a 24-hour wait time. So back-to-back training camp evos was not something that I was expecting to see content-wise this late into the game at footies, but it is creating some pretty decent cards and some pretty decent combinations there, specifically with the pace boost up to 98. Some people are creating cards with 98 pace that already have 99 shooting, or sorry, 99 passing and 99 dribble, because you can't put a 99 shooting player in that evolution, I believe, as one of the requirements is max 98 shooting. Now, let's go to SBCs, where there was a little bit of content yesterday, nothing super crazy. We do have the Kobe Mainu SBC, 97 rated card, 3 squads to get done. Nice little fun, cheap SBC here, GGMU, if that suits you. You've got the Intercept, you got the Anticipate, Tiki-Taka, and the Press Proven. He's got good passing playstyles for sure. You maybe would have wanted a quick step base. That's very helpful at this stage of the game. A lot of cards have that. He's got rapid base, though, and he can play at CDM and center mid. So not a bad card, not an insane card. Again, very cheap though, just 88, 89, and 90 rated squads for Mainu. And then of course we had a new player pick yesterday. The 87 plus player pick came out, of course, replacing the 86 plus 2 of 3. Once again, it's a little bit unfortunate we can only take one card home, especially since it's still, what is it, like an 85 rated squad for that SBC there. However, it's something to do. That'll get you a couple more 89 plus cards to put in exchanges, or at the very least an 87 or an 88 to put into the campaign player picks. Now, that was all the content yesterday. Of course, the pack grind is still the main thing, and yesterday we spent a lot of time trying to pack Heung-min Son. Even pulled out the old OG Spurs kit where we packed Son in FIFA 20 as a team of the season card. And I'm still chasing these campaign picks, Spurs cards as well. I got Richarlison Wilson on Sunday. So that's one more crossed off the list there. But it's really just the exchanges. It's the 85 times 10s refreshing and the 84 times 10s refreshing that really are the motivation for me to grind right now. We're doing the same pack grind that we have been doing. Yesterday, what was my best pack pull yesterday? I mean, I did pack Sol Campbell 97. I didn't get any 98 rated footies. Had a couple high rated tots like you see here. But it wasn't that crazy of a day in terms of pack luck for me. But I even opened 2 400,000 coin packs in the store, and I still didn't come out with anything super insane. Those packs you would think would be the best one to open right now to try to have an insane pull, but they have like woeful luck. So I'm actually not going to recommend the 400k packs with how they have been treating me, at least recently. But we're going to keep hitting the packs, of course. Keep doing the same method that we have been doing. Craft some SBCs. And there's another Javi Alonso. He's literally everywhere. He's almost like just an 85 rated card at this point, packing him all over the place. So the chase for me is Shunmin Sun. I know the chase for you guys is still a lot of the 99s. The English women cards, the Euros winners, they did go out of packs yesterday. Before we talk about FC26 too much, I know that we explicitly talked about investing in some of these cards in yesterday's video. My goodness, were they incredible investments. I bought how many Clintons? I don't even know here. Somewhere around 10 Clintons for about 330,000 coins average price. She went all the way up. She's actually even higher now. She's almost max price of 500k. Huge rise. I sold most of those for about 460 to 480k, and then I sold a Lauren James for 1.9 million. She's back down into the 1.6, 1.7 range, but a lot of these cards went up big time. No super big hurry to sell, in my opinion. Just probably do it in the next week or so, as these are 99 rated cards, and a lot of people right now do try to get the highest rated squad possible, so they are going and buying out these items. So honestly, I made over 1 million coins yesterday on like these cards right here, and I'm sure a lot of you guys made some profit as well. That was very nice. Speaking of the market, I have a lot of sales up here, also because Team of the Weeks. It is probably about time to sell those Team of the Week cards before that SBC is going to refresh, but this once again is going to open up the best investing opportunity we have each week, as Team of the Weeks are now approaching 23k. Yeah, almost 23,000 coins insta sell on the market. I would get those sold up today, because tomorrow they're going to be coming back down in price. Now, let's get to the fun discussion, guys, because I wasn't expecting to actually get on to the FC26 beta as I was talking to you guys today, because the leak said that the emails were going to be sent out on August 4th, but it said that on August 8th, originally, that's when we were going to be able to get on this beta mode. Now, the emails have started to be sent out, so make sure you check your email for all the different accounts that you maybe play Ultimate Team, maybe play FC on, and especially if you're in the Gmail app like I was, check the promotions tab, check your spam folders, because for me the email was a little bit hidden. But this is what the email looks like. It says FC26 closed beta. It'll tell you what modes that you are able to play. I actually did not get Ultimate Team on my beta invite, which is very unfortunate, but there's a situation I want to talk about with that in a second. Notice here it says that the closed beta starts August 6th, but as you're about to see, and probably as you may have seen, there's already people playing the closed beta inside the actual game of FC26. It's not August 6th yet, and people are already playing it. So that's what the email looks like. Make sure you are checking your emails. They will continue, as they do almost every single year, to send out waves and batches of emails. So continue to refresh and continue to check your email, because there should be some more information related to that, more people getting into it throughout the course of this week, maybe even the next 2 weeks as well. So continue to check your emails and be watching out for that. Now, with the beta, for those of you that did get an invite, by the way, drop down in the comments, did you get one? Did you not get one? I'd love to see how many did or how many didn't. Maybe like the first person who comments, I got one. The second person comments, I didn't get one. We'll upvote those and see who has the more number of upvotes. That'd be an interesting little thing to do in the comments there. But if you got the beta, you can actually get all modes. This is a kind of crazy glitch. We have an early released beta before it's supposed to be out, and there's a glitch to get all the different modes. If you didn't get Ultimate Team, allegedly this is working. You say you buy the premium pass, you go into Ultimate Team, it'll disconnect you from the internet, or you disconnect yourself from the internet, then it kicks you out of the game, and then when you log back in, it'll actually show you all the different modes, and you'll be able to get into Ultimate Team on the beta. I can't, again, describe my experience on the beta because technically with this, you're not allowed to talk about it. You're not allowed to post about it or anything like that. The reason I'm talking about it in this video is I'm talking about the leaks that are online. So this is not my experience. Once again, I just want to put that out there. This is just what has been leaked and what others have been talking about. So none of this is my personal experience, but that is how you can kind of surpass those different modes allegedly on the FC26 closed beta. Now, some of the stuff that we're about to look at here is actual images from this beta, which is definitely a little bit risky for me to be posting and talking about here. However, this stuff happens every year. And the first thing I got to say to EA is, if this was an open beta and you dropped this in correspondence and it was with all the information being released, like if the Ultimate Team Deep Dive happening today happened before this, we'd already know a lot of this stuff. And if it was an open beta, it would just be cool. And it would be exciting for everybody to get on the game just a little bit early. Maybe EA doesn't like that idea, but I still think this is just another reason to do an open beta because the stuff gets leaked anyway. This is the pack animation for FC26 in the beta. Now, I want to mention this because I believe last year, the pack animation on the beta was shortened compared to the actual animation that we had in FC25. There's no tunnel that you see here, and this is a double walkout animation with Emi Martinez, I believe, and then somebody else. I think this isn't going to be the full animation. This might just be the double walkout part where you see the two cards. It's kind of cool there how Emi Martinez like makes way for the next item. Kind of interesting how it's like those flags on the sides or those pennants instead of just the boards that we're used to. But that does look kind of cool, to be honest. But I don't think that's the full animation. So we'll wait and see officially what the pack animation looks like. But that is our first leak of it right now from inside the beta. Now, a couple other leaks here from ASYFoot on Twitter. This is really interesting stuff, especially as we dive into all the details and the depths of the information into the start of FC26 in Ultimate Team specifically. They've removed the starter packs by specific nation. Now it is by leagues and combinations of leagues. You've got Premier League, Barclays Women's Super League, La Liga and Liga F, Bundesliga, and the Women's Bundesliga. You even have MLS and the NWSL. So instead of picking Germany or instead of picking Brazil as your starter nation, you're now going to pick a league instead of that. So that's a leak according to what has been seen in the beta, allegedly there. Also, this is the Squad Foundation's card design, which is allegedly in the beta as well for it. This is a Lamine Yamal concept card here, I believe. I don't know if this is actual, if this is a concept. One of the things that people are most curious about with the beta is ratings, right? That's one of the things every single year that people see the ratings in the beta. They're like, oh my gosh, man, this card is this rating versus this. I believe, actually, if you look at it, the ratings in the betas of previous years have actually been the exact same as like the previous year. So like if we played the FC25 beta last year, the ratings were the same in 25 as the cards were in 24. Now, if this Lamine Yamal is 86, then that's obviously different than his rating, unless this is like a promo card version, which I guess it is. So just, I wouldn't read into the ratings or any of the official stats on the cards in the beta or any of the screenshots that you see today. I wouldn't read into that too much because there's probably going to be some changes from what you see in the beta to the actual FC26 game that we play this fall in September. But that's a pretty sick card design. Again, that's kind of the leaked gold card design had those same card, kind of like curving arch there with the almost looks like ladder rungs in a sense, or like a hamster wheel. You could say that it looks like a lot of different things, but kind of that curved bar look on the gold card, I believe, was leaked earlier this spring as well. Now, another leak here we have to talk about is closed beta participation will give you a badge to apply to players in FC26. So it sounds like some sort of a consumable cosmetic that you will actually be able to take with you into the actual game of FC26, which is kind of crazy because in years past when you played the beta, there was no carryover whatsoever. That's a common question a lot of people get as well, is that, yo, will my progress in here carry forward? It never carries forward. It's just a standalone separate beta that allows you to test. And of course, EA is trying to get the feedback. That's like one of the things on the email down at the bottom if you get a beta code, is that they're trying to get the feedback in the feedback portal and all the different things to get some information for it. Now, I'm not going to really advertise this too much, but I guess the fact that I'm showing it kind of is. No way, EA shut down the servers, really? Okay, there's a couple accounts on Twitter that have been showing so many different pictures of all the different things inside of the game. So these accounts definitely have a high chance of getting taken down. We'll see how serious EA is going to be about these leaks of the closed beta. But if that tweet is true and the servers are actually down, let me take a quick look here at Twitter. I guess he's the only guy that I'm seeing tweeting about it. No notifications for the Twitter account that I follow. If that's true, then that's kind of crazy that EA shut it down early. But again, it was not supposed to be out until the 6th. So that is really, really interesting. But that's all the news on the beta right now. I'm sure there's a lot of other tweets out there. There's a lot of other people that are talking. So, take the beta information with a pinch of salt. I wouldn't believe it like one for one how it's actually going to be in the actual FC26 game. But we will have to see, because usually the beta does give us at least a little bit of a look into what's going to happen, but not always a exact look into the real FC26 that we're going to be playing. So there's definitely more leaks incoming unless the servers for that have gone down, and then there won't be any more. However, the real confirmed news we're going to be getting today is something that EA tweeted about a couple of days ago, and we finally have something to look forward to inside of concrete official Ultimate Team news. Some of the stuff from the beta, that's not 100% concrete because, again, it's in the beta. This is legit stuff. This is the deep dive. Like we had deep dives for gameplay, pro clubs, career mode, we're getting the Ultimate Team deep dive today. It's going to be a video on EA's YouTube channel, and undoubtedly there's going to be pitch notes and a lot of other information to look through, to read through, and digest right after this drops. We will be live here on the channel reacting to this on the live YouTube stream, on the live Twitch stream as well. But if you're not around for it, you can watch it after the fact. The YouTube and the Twitch VODs will be up on both of those channels there, so you'll be able to see our reaction. We'll also be posting some shorts and some TikToks, of course, of this news and information as well. I'm so curious to know how much more information we get based on what I learned in Vancouver and what I was able to share with you guys, like stuff about Gauntlet, stuff about the new tournaments, stuff about the new rewards and how they're changing up division rivals, how the menus are going to look, how our weekly, that was one of the things that Jamie TheFutAccountant talked about, right? He was like, the way you play the game every single week will look different. I want to know how that's going to change. I want to know how evolutions are going to change. They already talked about goalkeeper evos. I hope they expound upon that. The power curve is something I hope that they discuss in stuff today as well. 0-0 rage quits, a lot of the stuff that has been leaked, that has been talked about, I hope we get confirmed today, and I hope we get even more information on top of that. So once again, we'll be watching that today live on the stream. That's going to be an hour before the content drop today on Tuesday. So that's the official concrete news that we're getting today related to FC26. But let's bring it back real quick to end off the video and talk about FC25, because we do have one of our favorite player picks that is expiring today that should be coming back to some degree. It is the Footies Only player pick. Of course, last week, you might remember, this was the first time we had a only Footies player pick released. It's been repeatable every couple of days. It is expiring today. Of course, this was a 1 of 5 pick. I bet it's just going to end up being a 1 of 5 pick once again, that instead of just team 1 through 3 is going to be team 1 through the current team 4 that is in packs, probably still for an 88 rated squad, and then 989 or above players. So very easy to complete and 100% a must do. So that'll be a nice player pick to be crafting today as a part of content. Of course, we still have player SBCs we're expecting every single day, with mainly the Javi Icon SBC as the one that we're still looking forward to. We've had the Wayne Rooney. We just completed him. We've had the Pushkas. He looks great. You've done maybe some of the other player SBCs, like I finished the Barbell yesterday, and now we're just doing player SBCs for fun because, of course, fodder is literally endless. Hopefully the Javi is today. We could have a couple other cards as well that are leaked, but that's the main one we're still watching out for. Other than that, I already mentioned the Flash or the not Flash Rush event, but the weekly Rush objectives that'll be refreshing. And then for evolutions, maybe we'll actually have a regular Evo for once. Maybe not. We'll see. But the Crossroads, this is actually worth mentioning. The Crossroads 1 and the Crossroads 2 are both expiring today. So if you have interest and getting either of those done, make sure you do that. We could have an Evo. Just watch out for the leaks related to that as well. I just have a feeling that today is going to be all about FC26, man. Like all the news from the beta, all the leaks about that, it's definitely going to be talked about on Twitter. If it actually is true that the servers have gone down and that some of that stuff is not working anymore for those that were on the beta, then that's pretty crazy. But then I guess we're going to be waiting until the 6th of August to be able to get back in. I'm going to go try getting on the beta right after I click stop recording on this video. But that is going to be the video for me today, guys. We will be attempting day 2 of packing Hyun Min Sun today on stream as well after all the FC26 news and madness. Is going to be a wild day today. A lot to look forward to. Probably a lot to learn and a lot to... You know, a lot of times we just read on this EA stuff that they release, the pitch notes, and you can kind of get a vibe for what things are going to be changing. All the other releases so far in terms of the deep dive trailer, the gameplay trailer, the even official reveal trailer has been very good. All those trailers we've had great feelings about. I hope this one also gets our expectations up and gets us excited like the other trailers have so far. Very curious to see how this is advertised today. But that's going to be the video for me today, guys. If you want to drop by the stream today, make sure you come by. That'll be an hour before content will be live before that, so we make sure I have some nice build up, get everybody in the stream, and kind of get the excitement going for that release today. That link is of course down in the description for Twitch, and just come back here on YouTube if you want to see us here, man. I appreciate all of you guys watching the videos at this stage of the game, and honestly, this game is now the FC26 rating room with some fun packs on the side. If you enjoyed this video, drop a thumbs up on it, comment below if you have any questions, and subscribe if you're new, and I will see you guys in a big day today on the channel. So TheFutAccountant there, peace out.